What if I told you that your best friend might be narcissistic and just an enemy in disguise? Watch these 7 signs to detect your best friend is a narcissist. The friendship is one-sided. Think about it. Are you always the one picking up the pieces, checking in, offering advice, and being the rock in the friendship? If you're the one constantly giving, while they only show up when it's convenient for them, that's a red flag. A narcissistic friend loves having you around when they need something. Your time, your energy, your listening ear. However, when it's your turn to lean on them, they disappear. They expect you to be their biggest fan, their unpaid therapist, and their 24/7 support system. But somehow, they're always too busy when you need just a little bit of that back. That's not how friendship should feel. After a while, it starts to wear you down. You stop feeling cared for and start feeling used. You might even feel guilty for wanting attention or help, like your emotions are a burden instead of being valid. It's confusing and hurtful because deep down, you just want the same kind of love and support that you give so freely. But when someone is only there for the good times or when it benefits them, that's not friendship. That's one-sided emotional labor. You deserve someone who meets you in the middle, not someone who keeps taking but never returning the favor. Ask yourself, if I stopped reaching out first, would they ever even check in on me? That's one side of the struggle. But there's another side most people don't even notice. Backhanded compliments. Have you ever gotten a compliment that didn't actually feel good? Phrases like, "Wow, you actually look nice today," or "That outfit makes you look less tired," are backhanded compliments. They sound nice, but secretly make you doubt yourself. A narcissistic best friend uses this trick all the time. They'll praise you, but only in ways that remind you that you're still beneath them. It's their sneaky way of keeping control, of making sure you don't feel too confident or independent. You start wondering if you're overthinking it, but deep down, you know it didn't feel right. Real compliments lift you up and make you feel seen, not confused or unsure. You deserve friends who hype you up without making you feel weird about it. Love doesn't come with a hidden jab or a secret message. If you find yourself smiling on the outside, but feeling stung on the inside after their compliments, pay attention. That's not kindness. It's control wrapped in fake sweetness. What makes it worse is how this next pattern sneaks in quietly, without warning. Narcissists gossip or betray your trust. One of the most sacred parts of friendship is trust. When you share your secrets, fears, or dreams, you should feel safe. But a narcissistic friend will actively listen so they can use that information against you. Maybe they spill your secrets to others. Maybe they drop little hints in a group setting just to embarrass you. Or maybe, when they're angry, they throw your own words back in your face. You start feeling anxious every time you open up. You wonder, who else knows this now? It's like walking on a tightrope every time you talk to them. You never know when your words will come back to hurt you. And honestly, that's not friendship. That's emotional blackmail in disguise. That kind of stress slowly eats away at your peace. Trust becomes fear. And with every betrayal, you lose a piece of yourself in the name of friendship. Are you confident that your secrets are safe with your best friend? And when you look closer, it reveals another painful pattern most people miss. They get angry at boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. Maybe you can't hang out today because you're tired. Maybe you don't want to lend money. Or maybe you just need some space. A true friend respects that, but a narcissistic friend gets angry. They guilt trip you, make you feel selfish, or even give you the cold shoulder until you cave in. It's exhausting to always feel like you're doing something wrong just for taking care of yourself. You start putting your own needs last just to avoid their reactions. You shouldn't have to explain or apologize for needing a break or saying no. If someone truly cares about you, they'll understand, even if it's not what they want at the moment. Real friendships have room for honesty, space, and mutual respect. If setting a boundary costs you the relationship, that relationship was already broken. Is your no a complete sentence, or do you need to follow up with a long explanation so your best friend could understand? When you peel back another layer, you start to see something even more revealing. They get jealous of your other friendships. Good friends are happy when you make new connections. They celebrate your circle growing. They want you to have a full life. But narcissistic friends see other friendships as a threat or betrayal. Suddenly, they're making little comments. "Oh, so they're your best friend now?" Or they guilt trip you. "Wow, I guess you don't have time for me anymore." It starts to feel like you have to choose between them and everyone else, and that's not fair. They want to keep you all to themselves, not because they love you, but because they need control. They want to be the center of your world, and anyone else feels like competition. Slowly, you start canceling plans, apologizing for living your life. But a real friend wants you to feel free, not trapped. You shouldn't have to feel guilty for having a life outside of one person. How does your best friend usually react when you choose to spend time with your other circle of friends? The more you think about it, the more this next truth makes perfect sense. They thrive on making you jealous. They might flaunt their new friends, their new stuff, their new experiences, just to make you feel left out or less than. Maybe they post pictures with people they know you don't like. Or maybe they brag about something in front of you, knowing it'll sting. It's not about sharing their life. It's about controlling how you feel. They want you to be insecure, because insecure friends are easier to control. They want you chasing their approval. It's like a twisted game where they win by making you feel small. But the truth is, the right people lift you higher. They don't push you down to stand taller. You shouldn't have to question your worth just because someone else is trying to prove theirs. A real friend makes you feel included, not like you're always on the outside looking in. And you don't have to keep competing in a race you never signed up for. You deserve peace, not performance. What follows isn't easy to talk about, but it's something too many survivors live with in silence. They downplay your success. Picture this. You're so excited. You just got that new job, or you finally finished a project, or maybe you started a new relationship that makes you glow. Naturally, you tell your best friend. You expect them to scream with joy, hug you, maybe even treat you to ice cream to celebrate. But instead, they brush it off. "Oh, that's nice, but it's not a big deal." Or worse, they make it about themselves. "Wow, that reminds me of when I did something even bigger." A narcissist can't stand not being the center of attention. So instead of being genuinely happy for you, they'll find a way to downplay your success or steal the spotlight. And over time, that hurts because you deserve friends who clap the loudest for you, not ones who dim your shine. It makes you feel small, like your big moment suddenly doesn't matter anymore. You start holding back from sharing good news just to avoid the letdown. And that's not fair, because your wins should be celebrated, not compared or ignored. Recognizing these signs can be tough, especially when it's someone you love and trust. But the truth is, real friendship should feel safe, balanced, and uplifting, not like a constant guessing game. You deserve people who make you feel seen, supported, and valued for who you are. So ask yourself, is this friendship helping you grow, or is it slowly breaking you down?